Privacy is important, data protection is important because they ensure that people can have trust. Economies run on trust, and none more so than the digital economy, where we have to entrust people we can't see, we can't deal with personally. And so people expect there to be someone looking after their interests, making sure that their data is kept safe and used appropriately. I think it's just a natural process of development. There are tensions, there are conflicting currents. There is a built-up perception that data protection, as reflected in the GDPR, might be inhibiting growth. So you expect politicians to have a response to that. By the same token, there are questions about whether a law initially conceived 40 years ago is capable of dealing with the technological advances. So there's always going to be a feedback mechanism between consumers, industry, regulators and politicians, which is going to change the shape and hue of the regulation. The main challenges for privacy regulation in the years to come, I think, is giving people meaningful choices. It's so difficult at the moment for people to understand the consequences of their data transactions. And restoring meaningful control involves reversing some of the trends that have built our online infrastructure. So I think that is a quite significant challenge. International dialogue is fundamental. The companies that we deal with are international. The platforms, the products that we use are international. The data flows are international. But regulation only operates domestically. So cooperating across regulatory domains such as competition, communications, content, data, intellectual property becomes really important. Cooperating internationally is essential so that we can agree on certain minimum standards, and that gives certainty to industry as well. They're important because they bring together different stakeholders. The Venice conference, I think, it's not unique, but it is one of the few that really has a quite academic focus, but also prioritizes the technological aspect, has equal voices from civil society, industry, regulators and politicians. And having that mix, having all those people in the same room is really valuable. But also there's no conference in the world in such beautiful surrounds. The rooms that we sit in fringed with the communications technology of 400 years ago, these fabulous paintings that tell the sorts of stories we now watch on TikTok, is quite extraordinary, and it feels like time traveling. We have quite a lot of demand-driven work, stuff that we just have to do. We don't get to choose. And we're a whole economy regulator, which means we could be spending all our resources very thinly across the economy. But we want to have the greatest impact. So in order to do that, we've decided to prioritize work that falls within one of three causes. And our causes are children and protecting children online. Children's digital privacy is really important. AI and biometrics. There is an explosion of these technologies, and we need to be ahead of it to enable businesses to get the benefits of them in ways which are safe and don't compromise individual privacy. And third, advertising technology, online tracking and advertising. And we think that there are a few things that we can do in the next year that will improve the online experience for everybody.